Hey everybody, John Van Dyke here for New Jersey Exposed. Today is Tuesday, October 19th, 2021. Time is 2:31 p.m. Yes, Jersey time. Nothing's changed except the weather. The weather's changed. It's getting cold and it's been very windy the last few days. And I'm falling behind in videos, so we're going to do it in our mobile studio. You remember this backdrop, huh? All right, this is an update on the Keansburg cop story I did not too long ago, who was arrested for having sex with an unconscious woman. Backdrop story to this is this cop here, I believe he was a class 2, must have did the boardwalk detail for $12 an hour for Keansburg. He proved himself worthy to the gang and they brought him on board as a full-time cop, regular cop. That means he could take his gun home. And it didn't take long before he joined the ranks of the Monmouth County chapter of Blue Zero Heroes. Okay, so I didn't have this little information in the original video because I didn't know about it, but we're going to let you know now how this guy got caught. And this is reported on the APP.com. And it reads as follows. A New Borough police officer charged Monday with sexually assaulting an unconscious woman was captured performing his sexual acts on a home surveillance camera, according to an affidavit of probable cause obtained by the Asbury Park Press. Wow, a camera caught him. Whoopsie. Boy, those cameras, they're always catching bad cops, aren't they? That's bad cops' worst enemies, a camera. Nicholas Thompson, 24, who was sworn in as a patrolman for the department last month, was arrested following an investigation into the assault that took place at a residence in January, the Monmouth County Prosecutor's Office said. I wonder why it took so long. That's what I'm always wondering. Why did it take as long? He has been charged with first-degree aggravated sexual assault, second-degree sexual assault, and third-degree aggravated criminal sexual conduct for the alleged assault that occurred when the woman was unconscious and incapable of consent, the prosecutor's office said. At the time of the incident, he was a special law enforcement officer type 2 for the Keansburg Police Department. On the night of January 23rd, now this is a lesson for you badge bunnies out there. You can't get involved with these sociopaths. You're risking your lives. In this case, this one here, she got raped. On the night of January 23rd, Thompson and the victim were at a friend's house after the three went to a bar and attended a house party where both Thompson and the victim had consumed alcohol, according to the affidavit. So my question is, was Thompson driving around drunk? The woman passed out on the couch at 11:48 p.m., and when she woke up the next morning, she noticed that her underwear was on the floor and her tampon had been removed, according to the document. I find that disgusting. So this creep, this Blue Zero Hero creep, is going to, it's bad enough he's going to rape this woman. He pulls her tampon out and just leaves it on the floor. Ugh. After telling her friend of her concerns, they watched the Ring surveillance video in which Thompson can be seen walking into the room naked from the waist down and climbing on top of the victim while she was asleep, the affidavit said. Well, obviously, he must not have been too exciting because it didn't wake her up, Maybe he had, little one. And that's why he preferred to have sex with her while she was passed out so she wouldn't notice how small he is. Thompson is then seen in the footage performing intercourse on the woman for several minutes before getting up and walking out of the room, according, so he only lasted a few minutes. Quick on the trigger, huh, Thompson? They don't mention whether he wore a condom or not. The victim later sent Thompson the video through a Snapchat message, and he replied saying that he was sick to the stomach and sorry. Thompson's defense attorney was not immediately reachable by phone for a comment. Thompson has been released from jail since his arrest and is on house arrest pending his first court hearing. He has been suspended without pay, according to Keansburg Police Chief Wayne Davis. Well, there you go. Another badge bunny has learned the hard way. Another example for you ladies out there: do not get involved with cops. You don't know which one you're going to get. You may get the good one, but most likely you're going to get the bad one, especially if alcohol is involved. Now, personally, this is just my opinion. Do I think this guy is a rapist? I don't really think he is by nature that, but there's an old saying, a sober man's thoughts is a drunk man's words and actions. So I think, one of the problems with alcohol is it breaks down your inhibitions and you tend to do what you want and with no thought of consequences. And I think this idiot being 24 years old, and as what I know with 20-year-olds, their hormones are raging out of control, and she was passed out, and he thought he could pull a fast one on her. And unfortunately, he did not clean up his crime scene, left her underwear on the floor, and pulled out her tampon. And unbeknown to him, they had a Ring camera in there. I guess it just keeps an eye on the front door or the living room or something. And he got caught. But I'm sure probably what happened, he was probably pretty drunk. And being pretty drunk, he didn't think clearly, and the little head took over. As always, when you get drunk, the little brain takes over. And as I said in many of these videos, when the little head takes over, all sensibility goes out the door, and it has a bad outcome. And now this idiot is going to be looking at jail. There's no defense on this. They got cameras on him. He is screwed. The best thing he can hope for at this point is to make a plea deal with the prosecution. And I cross my fingers and hope that this poor girl here, this naive badge bunny, does not get pregnant. I hope she got the power washer up there and got it all out, because that would be another headache for her if that happens. And also, I hope she brings a lawsuit up on him and sues him personally for what he did. He wasn't wearing his uniform as far as I know. So the taxpayers are off the hook on that one. So this idiot has thrown away his life. He's lost the best paying job he'll ever have in his life, all because of his sexual urges, and he thought he could get off, which I'm assuming he did. And if she got raped, well, that's rape as far as I'm concerned. It's rape. They're not calling it rape, but it's rape. And I'm sure she probably had a rape kit test done on her, and his DNA's inside her. And not looking good for him. There's no mention in the article as to whether he had a big penis or not. So I imagine that probably doesn't. That's why she didn't wake up, and he was able to get away with what he did until he got caught. So we'll finish the story this. Another camera has caught and is taking down a bad cop. And where is the outrage from all the do-nothing good cops? Absolutely nothing. All you hear is the usual propaganda from the chief. Oh, this doesn't represent us. We all do a great job, blah, 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 blah. Well, how many does that make it in Monmouth County now? I think the count's up to around 30 now, bad cops in the past 5-6 years. I got to sit down and take a inventory of how many bad cops we've had here in Monmouth County involved in rape,
the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Pornography, you name it. They've all, DWI, drugs, you name it. They've all done it. So anyway, Nicholas Thompson is now a member of the the Monmouth County Blue Zero Heroes. I'm John Van Dyke for New Jersey Exposed. Let me know what you think about that. Cop went out to one badge bunny, and they ended up at the friend's house, and he raped her while she passed out. Till next time, people.